think we've all kind of seen that film where it's like everything looks great, seems like a cool story, but yet the audio just sucks. That'll completely ruin the entire experience for you. What it do is your boy Viz from November 85th, and it's about that time we talk sound. So many years before I even got into film, I was actually a Full Sail graduate in recording arts. So kind of know audio. So today I decided I was going to talk to you guys about some of the audio pieces that I use, as well as some of the importance of them, and why it is that you all should be investing so much more into your audio, and not just your filming and not just the way things look. Sometimes you want to make sure that they sound great as well. One of the most used pieces in film when it comes down to audio is, of course, a shotgun mic, or like many people know as a boom mic. Sometimes they're held overhead by a boom pole. You got a boom operator who's running around. And sometimes that's even a hard job. I've had to do that myself. But sometimes you see them on C-stands to kind of avoid people having to hold that boom pole up for long periods of time, because that is one of the most important sources of audio in film. With no exception, I've got one hanging overhead. What I've got here right above my head is the Audio-Technica 8035. It's one of my favorite shotgun mics. I purchased it secondhand from a pawn shop, as well as I've got a Rode NTG1 sitting here in a dead cat that I purchased from one of the pawn shops as well. I've used this on my short film 13 rounds that you all can see on my page. So this was a very versatile little shotgun mic. Pretty good investment in my opinion. Another commonly used piece is actually wireless lavalier systems, or people call them lavs. People call them lapel mics, but these are also a well-used item. A lot of times you can't actually have a boom operator or a boom pole in a set because they're wide shots, and you really want to avoid actually seeing a boom or a boom operator, or even seeing that. I've lost track of how many times I've seen it online where they're picking on productions because you can see the boom pole. So a lavalier actually works in that sense. You pin it to you. I'm actually wearing one right now. Currently, I'm wearing the Sennheiser AVX system. This is the Sennheiser EW122 system. This is the G3. I've actually used this a whole lot before I got the AVX system, and I used them both in conjunction with each other. Great system. So if the Sennheiser systems are just a little too out of your budget, I've purchased a Aputure A-Lav. This ran me about $30, and this works just like typical lavaliers, but of course it just plugs up through a TRS cable or a TRRS cable to whatever recorder you've got, and it comes with this little rubberized piece that actually comes pretty in handy when it comes down to keeping your cables in order. But what's unique about this system is not just the price, but the fact that it actually charges through one of the 1/8 adapters through a little USB connector that comes with it. So if the Sennheiser systems are just out of your range, this is a perfect option for you for great audio. And last but not least is a field recorder. Now, this isn't the one that you have to get. I actually own two of these. This is a Zoom H4n. We also just purchased a Zoom F8 that we're gonna be using for a lot of our productions for 13 rounds, as well as the Dirty 30s series. So I actually am pretty impressed with this little hand recorder here. It's got an XY configuration mic if you're not gonna actually plug up anything to the XLRs or to the 1/8 adapter. So, but the sound's pretty good out of this. It runs through SD cards, and you know, if this is something that you need for a budget, it gets you through. It's 2 tracks. It says it's a 4-track recorder. However, it's only got 2 XLRs. It's also got an input, a 1/8 input. So, it's a pretty handy recorder. I enjoy it. I own 2 of these myself, just simply because I just needed more inputs. But the F8 is actually going to handle that for us from now on. But this is actually a great option for sound recording so that you can get better sound for your films. So hopefully these tips help. Hopefully these items are gonna come in useful and come in handy for you. These things are very important when it comes down to sound and sound design and sound production for your films. A film with bad audio just kind of kills the experience for everybody. So I hope that helps, and see you guys next time.